Women, what are some things that make a man insanely attractive but he don't realize? Patience. If a guy is just calm and reassuring when shit hits the fan, that's insanely attractive. Also, if he's teaching something and just gently aids without getting annoyed. Edit. It makes me happy to see this upvoted so much. Yay for patience. You had a crush on one of your teachers, didn't you? Most of us did. Kindness. I find men of all shapes and sizes incredibly attractive when they show kindness when they think they are not watched. Absently minded petting an animal, greeting a child, very small gestures that show the kindness that is within them. Not because they were taught it is the right thing, but because they feel it. They can take care of themselves. Clean house, cook, do laundry, etc. They don't have to be perfectionist but just have a grown-up ability to take care of their needs. I'm currently struggling with this with my partner. I was in tears the other day because I walked through the door to see a sink full of dishes, laundry piled up, floors dirty and trash and recycling overflowing. I worked overtime last week while he had 2 additional days off. It was so frustrating. I'd love to have a relationship where the damn chores are equal. I'm so tired of cleaning up after him and trying to keep up on this house by myself. I'm teaching myself to fix things because he just lets things go on forever if they break. I'm way over it. I'd be giving blowies left and right for a man that pulled his weight and recognized how damn hard I work with no end in sight when I come home from my job. End rant. Sorry. Standing up for what is right. Especially when his friends don't. When they like animals to the point of making silly noises when playing with puppies or kittens. When they are caring and have a dark sense of humor at the same time. Husband and I were driving. The car in front of us stalled out in the intersection. Traffic was starting to back up. Husband sighed, put the car in park, walked to the stalled out car and pointed at random cars with dudes in them, and the dudes all got out. He didn't say anything. They just all knew it was time to push a car. Husband talked to the driver of the stalled out car. She was shaking, just a teenager. Probably the first time this happened to her. He motioned her to the sidewalk. Another dude got out of his car and steered the non-working one while husband and the other dudes pushed the stalled out car up half a block to the gas station. Dude shook all the other dudes' hands. Teenage girl was still shaking, but obviously relieved her car wasn't in the middle of the intersection anymore. All dudes returned safely to their cars. Not gonna lie, it was super hot to see husband just help like that. Tried to have sex with him that night, but turns out he threw out his back pushing the car. He was still hot doing it though. Rolled up sleeve, smelling good and reversing a car with only one hand and the other behind your seat headrest. Fight me. So I have to quit using my backup camera? But I like it so much. So many things blamed for the downfall of society. But this is the answer right here. If you can't confidently put one hand behind the headrest and steer backwards without thinking, then how can you hope to provide for your mate during the long winters? Steering backwards without a backup camera. That's how they did things in Paleolithic times. Modern man just wasn't evolved to use a backup camera. Eye contact when talking to you. Edit. A reasonable amount. Think of it like cologne or makeup, just enough to enhance, not overpower. Also, if you have ADHD or autism, it can be a helpful exercise to look at the forehead or nose bridge to simply show you are giving attention to what is being said and that you are genuine in what you are saying. When they take charge in a wholesome way, like, oh, that needs fixing? I've already sorted it. You are hungry? Let me make dinner. You seem like you need a break, so I've ordered takeaway and have run you a bath? Little things that show he's paying attention to your needs and, I can't stress this enough, don't treat you like you're their mother. When he shows genuine interest in knowing tiny details about you, edit. I am talking in the context of my partner here, not a random person. He sometimes asks insignificant details about me out of interest and concern, takes notice of little things, does it very casually and doesn't realize how attractive it makes him to me. A person who's attentive, genuine, caring. Yeah, sums it up. Even if you're not their partner, yet, there's a way to show this kind of genuine interest in someone without being creepy or stalkerish. Women really love and value it. Being confident enough to compliment other men without the need to say something stupid like, no homo, like my boyfriend often tells her coworkers nice things. That is, you look nice today. I like your shoes. You have a nice smile. Actin', it's nice to see. Like, as a woman, it hits different when another woman compliments me. I'm sure it's the same for men. I don't think a lot of men realize just how much a good haircut can help. Obviously, it's a bit subjective, but a flattering haircut can make a massive difference. My partner got a bad haircut once, and although he is a handsome dude, he looked like a turnip. When a man makes decisions, big or small, love that shit also. Something very attractive to me is when a man has had the same friend group for most of his life, and they're good people. Just a huge green flag to me that he is loyal and cares about his friendships. Men with manners. Men who open the door for you or wait for you to walk in first. There are moments when there is a man walking in front of me holding a conversation with someone, walking into a restaurant for lunch, or an office building. I think they don't notice me because I am walking behind them. But they get to the door, still talking, open it, and wait for me to walk in. I say thank you, and they continue on their day. Those men, short or tall, thin or thick, are sexy as hell. Guys who take care of their pets and are affectionate with them. Same with kids. A guy loving his kids and showering them with warmth and affection causes something in me to happen. And I'm a person who doesn't even want children. I really like it when my husband brings me a little bit of what he's cooking on a teaspoon to taste. None of this is a euphemism. Not a woman, but something my wife shared with me after 17 years of marriage. She told me that I always have a smile on my face whenever we go to kiss each other. She said I always smile right before we kiss, and it is always my genuine, happy smile. I didn't realize I did it at all until about a year ago, when she shared that info. Physically? Just be really big and soft and warm and squishy. I don't want abs or biceps or a gym rat. I want comfort and warmth. I'm tired of being cold all the time. Otherwise, a sense of humor. And I mean a well-rounded sense of humor. Someone who has a broad range of interests and knowledge and can crack jokes and be sarcastic about stuff when we talk about it or it comes up. Everything from history to science stuff to fart jokes and quoting South Park. You don't have to know a ton, because I don't, but it helps to know a little bit about a lot of stuff, especially topical issues, and have a natural, fun, lighthearted sense of humor. Definitely makes things easier in this festering shithole of a country planet we are existing in currently. Need humor. My boyfriend, when he asked about my favorites characters in the book I'm reading, like how's that witch doing? Oh, and has that boy found its secret sword yet? He listens to me, and even if he is not a reader, he seems to love listening to me rambling about my books. I don't know how to explain this, but their mannerisms, placement of their hands, how they walk. A lot of the men in movies or TV shows from years back nail it. It's scarce now. I'm afraid most men make me heave. Gentleness. My husband is 6'5" with an emergency services job, and I know he could take someone down. However, he is an unassuming, gentle giant with not an ounce of toxic masculinity, who loves to sing and rock our 6-month-old baby to sleep. Gets me going daily. Capability to initiate conversation for something other than a romantic relationship or sex. Yes, we notice. No, it's not attractive trying and failing to hide it. I repeat, we notice. I prefer full honesty. I'm looking for a date, and they will gain respect if they do not push it when I say I'm not, but are still interested in having a conversation regardless of where it leads. I have met so very few men willing to have a fun conversation with me just because, before a path of relationship or sex had to be determined. It's sad. It's why I hesitate a lot opening up to a man like I would to other genders. The amount of times nothing has been misconstrued into something. Even then, if I reject you and you take it with dignity, mad respect. But it's sad, I can barely think of examples of this happening in almost 30 years of age. Perhaps my social circles have been very bad, or perhaps it do be like that.